Hey friends, I'm so excited because today we're going to practice some phonics together. We are going to focus on the long A vowel sound today. So our objective today is I can give examples of words with a long A vowel sound. We're going to focus on two vowel teams today. We're going to focus on AI, which says the long A sound, and we're going to focus on AY. What we like to do in phonics class is we like to tap our words so we can find where the sounds are. So every time you hear a sound, you're going to do a finger tap, and then we're gonna blend them all together. So let's think about this word here, paid. It's really hard to figure out when to use which vowel teams. When do you use AI and when do you use AY? We're going to review the trick we learned earlier this year, which is to figure out when you hear the long A sound. Is it in the beginning, middle, or end of the word? That's your trick to figure out whether you're going to use AI or AY. So let's tap our word, paid. Ready? P-A-D, paid. Beginning, middle, end. Where do you hear that long A sound? P-A-D, paid. You're right, you hear it in the middle. Anytime you hear the long A sound in the middle of a word, that means you're going to use the AI vowel team. You can see you have your first finger tap, A, D. So we have beginning, middle, end. And you can see that AI is in the middle of our word here, the middle. We just boxed that out so you guys can see it. That's how I know it's an AI vowel team. All right, now let's tap say. Ready? Tappers up. S, A, say. One more time. S, A, say. This word only has two sounds in it. It uses three letters because we're using the AY vowel team. Now, when do you hear that long A sound? S, A, say. Is it the beginning, middle, or end of the word? You're right, it's at the end of the word. So anytime a word ends in the long A sound, that's how you know that you're going to use AY instead of AI. S, A, that's at the end of the word. I've written the alphabet at the top of our whiteboard to think about some starting sounds that have the long A sound in them. And as I was going through the alphabet, I was thinking when I got to T of train, train. Let's tap train. Ready? T, R, A, N, train. And there's a blend at the front there. Let's think about whether you hear the long A sound in the middle, which means AI is how we're going to spell it, or at the end, which would be AY. Ready? T, R, A, N, train. That long A sound comes in the middle. It's not at the beginning, it's not at the end, it's right in the middle of the word. So I know I'm going to use the vowel team AI to spell train because the long A sound comes in the middle of the word. Train. And you can see beginning, middle, end. There it is, always in the middle. Another thing I was thinking about was the word play. Right now, a lot of us wish we could play at recess, or maybe you might be playing at home with your siblings. Let's tap the word play. Ready? P-L-A, play. One more time. A, play. Where do you hear that long A sound? It's at the end of the word, which means since the long A sound is at the end of the word, we are going to spell it with an AY because we know all words that end in the long A sound get spelled with AY. So I'm going to write play here. And we can double check to make sure our strategy works. A. Right here, it's the end of the word, so we know we've spelled it correctly. I hope this is a good review for you guys as you're thinking about vowel teams and how you spell the long A sound. You can make a T-chart at home with your AI vowel team and your AY vowel team. Don't forget, you use AI when you hear the long A sound in the middle of the word. You use AY when you hear the long A sound at the end of the word. Go ahead and try finding some things around the room that you hear the long A sound in, or you can use my strategy of writing the alphabet on top of your paper. I used a whiteboard at home because I'm a teacher and I have one, but this can all be done on a piece of paper if you have one at home. Feel free to write the alphabet at the top and start doing those initial sounds of words to see if you can create words using vowel teams AI and AY for the long A sound. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. See you soon, friends.